it's time for Blumpkin and Friends, starring your host, the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin.
Ooh-wee!
Holy shit!
Show me what you got.
Hey kids, I'm the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin, and with me here today is my friend,
Number one fan, Tim.
We're doing an episode that's like a previous episode. Once upon a time ago, I had taken down a bunch of things that people in my household had said that clearly could be thought of as dirty. Mm-hmm. There was a double entendre there. They were not intended dirty. Mm-hmm. It was all based upon the concept of saying phrasing, like on the show Archer, which I love that show, and when I worked at the jail, we would throw out phrasing all the time. I'm the one who started it, obviously, because nobody else is going to acknowledge all the dirty shit we accidentally say to each other. But anyways, I've been keeping tabs for months. Many months.
Okay.
Of more
shit. You
shit.
take time to write them down, too.
Every time somebody fucking says one, I immediately grab my phone and I text myself. And then I lock that bitch down so I don't lose it. So let's get into some of these. And I've got the situation in which they came out. Except for this first one, because, I had it in my head forever, and I can't remember what we were doing.
Okay.
Nothing's the right hole. But it was said like this.
Wrong.
Nothing's the right hole.
There is no wrong hole.
Well, that was the juice asking for help with I don't fucking remember.
It sounds to me like she was playing one of the puzzle games where you got to get the star and the star and the moon and the moon.
Perfection?
Yeah, that's what it was.
No, in fact, she was in the bathtub, and I think I was using like a water squirter to clean her ear canal out. And she wanted to try doing it herself, but she couldn't quite get to the right...
Okay, that's an odd reference for that.
Yeah, I know. Here's another one. Here's a good one. Turn your head. I want you to see me put it in. Here's how I could have read that. Turn your head. I want you to see me put it in.
So are we guessing if it's dirty or not dirty? Or, well, who said it, maybe? Because that's what we did last time.
Kind of, yes.
Turn your head. I want to see you put it in. Mom speaking to the child about putting something away?
No, that would be my 7-year-old while we were playing Connect 4 and I was also watching TV.
You really got to watch somebody put their thing in and Connect 4. Well, I suppose you can because, if you don't know the pattern previously.
You don't pay attention to what's going on.
You're going to lose.
And because I'm a big man-child who can't let anybody win a game with me,
no, I don't really let my kids win.
I have to fiercely compete. I love to demolish them in everything.
I don't fiercely compete, but I let them understand that they need to learn better tactics if they're going to win a game.
This is true. Number 3. Don't do that with your mouth. There's nasty stuff inside.
Okay, that's either you or your wife. One of the two.
And?
Speaking to child number 4.
Okay. That is my wife talking to our 3-year-old, telling her to not drink out of a bath squirter toy.
Ew.
You get those bath toys, you fill them up with water and they squirt and you let them sit long enough.
Those never get clean inside.
Black shit builds up inside.
Yeah, that's why I never let my kids have toys like that when they bathed.
Well, years ago I started this thing. They had a rubber ducky, the oldest two, and they'd fill it up with water and squirt each other. Well, one day it had been sitting idle for like a number of days with water in it. Just enough.
Nope, yep,
and then I squeezed it and little black flakes of shit came out. They're like, what's that? I'm like, duck poops. So anytime there's a bath squirter toy with flakes of dead skin or water grime coming out, we call it duck poops. It's become a family tradition.
That when Pubert was an infant and we had a couple of toys like that, and I did that, I squirted it to get the water out of it when he was done, and black shit came out of it. I was like, all right, we're not having toys like this anymore. I don't need him being like, oh, look at that, or, couldn't speak and like eat it and get sick and have bad things happen.
Kids can get really sick from that shit.
I know. That's why I was like, I told the ex, I was like, we're not having these toys in here anymore. And I told her why. And she's like, oh, okay, yeah, no problem.
Here's the next one. Oh, it shot onto my lip, and when I went to block it, my hand hit my face.
Child speaking to another child?
It was my daughter talking about they were having a soap sud fight in the bathtub.
Soap sud fight?
They were throwing soap suds at each other.
They are aware you don't want to eat that, right?
But they're just throwing at each other like a snowball fight in the tub. They're not eating it.
Well, get it in your mouth.
Yeah, again, it shot onto my lip, and when I went to block it, My hand hit my face. So she went, ugh! And then she smacked herself in the fucking eye with it, which is stupid nonetheless. Here, hold your box.
I'm going to say you to a child.
Me to the juice when trying to get her to help carry groceries at Target. I'm like, you want this cereal? Here, hold your box. I purposely did that one, and then I realized it. Oh, yeah. Here's another good one. Ew, why is your mouth so wet?
That's a toughie. I want to say that's a child to a child.
No, that's my wife to the baby when she's checking his gums before he had gotten teeth. A lot of saliva.
Okay.
I gave you a big tan one once.
A big tan one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with daughter, child to child again.
That would be my stepdaughter to the wife when talking about feathers, because they went outside and found blue jay feathers and brought them into her. And then I know where she goes, I gave you a big tan one once.
These are actually pretty tough.
Well, this one shouldn't be. It's so wet.
Your wife talking to you?
No, that would be my 3-year-old when brushing her hair.
Can't slide an easy one in there.
Yeah, this will get you. He got it right in my mouth.
I'm going to guess that's the wife talking to you about child number 5, like, feeding her.
No.
No?
It's my 7-year-old talking about me flicking a vitamin right onto her tongue. I open the vitamins, I put one on the cap, I flick it at their face.
Maybe you should start playing the phrasing game, here. Like, phrasing!
No, I don't want them to figure that shit out. That's why it's still funny for me and the wife that they don't know. Just lay back and get wet.
Parent talking to child about getting their hair rinsed out or getting their hair wet for a bath.
That is correct. The next one, you could put your finger in there.
Not going to touch that one.
That's my 7-year-old not wanting to test the temperature of her own bathwater. I told her, I'm like, oh, you don't believe it's hot enough? Check it. Put your finger in there. Yeah, she said that to me. She's like, you could put your finger in there.
Trust me, child. I like way hotter baths than you.
I guess I shouldn't come then.
You to the wife. But not having child number 6.
Yeah. Don't fucking jinx me, you bastard. That would be the wife talking to the kids who are complaining about everything at the park. They were bitching and pissing and moaning about everything going on. And my wife just lost and goes, I guess I shouldn't come then. And I went, phrasing. She's like, shut up. Which is the perfect moment to do it. Why don't you put that whole thing in your mouth?
I have to go child to child.
The wife mocking me trying to eat a tiny piece of cheesecake in one bite.
I'm not good at this game anymore.
Why is it so wet?
Parent asking child why something's wet, like a piece of clothing or something.
The juice asking about the shower stall walls being all drippy after her sister took a bath. Some splashing had ensued.
Someone just took a shower and you gotta ask why it's wet?
No, she took a bath.
Yeah, it's a bath shower still.
But the walls.
Well, splashing, yeah. I mean, any kid that takes a bath splashes.
Yeah, but in
Some
this
kid like
particular
the shit
instance, it looked like somebody had tried to perform a fucking forced baptism in there. A.k.a. a drowning.
Yeah.
Like an exorcism went on.
The power of Christ compels you.
Oh, you'll love this one. No, sit on it with your legs spread.
One child to another about riding a teeter-totter or something like that at the park.
Close.
God.
My 7-year-old to my 10-year-old on how to sit on a whoopee cushion differently to increase the fart sound.
That is completely the wrong way to describe that.
No, sit on it with your legs spread.
I would have said turn it so that it blows out the side. Not that's not going to work either.
No. See? It's a sticky wicket.
Phrasing?
Go ahead, eat my ass.
You talking to all the children when they're not listening?
The wife, after I goosed her with a spoon, while a chase over ice cream ensued. She had ice cream, I wanted ice cream. I tried to get my spoon in there, she wouldn't let me, so I goosed her with the spoon. And she said, go ahead, eat my ass.
I'll get you a spoon so you can eat my ass.
I say that all the time. If I'm going to come, I might as well do it.
Wife to you?
The wife following me while I scout a place to change Junior's diaper. I can't remember where we were, but that phrase came out of her mouth. If I'm going to come, I might as well do it. As in, change the diaper for me.
Yeah.
The entire thing goes in real easy.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
The entire thing goes in real easy.
You and the wife.
The wife teasing me about how our son has a large mouth like I do.
Does he?
Yes. I mean, I have a gigantic mouth. I can fit so much food in my mouth and not choke. It is ridiculous. I really hope I never go to prison, or I'm going to be a forced participant in a terrible contest with multiple participants all going at the same fucking time. I can't get myself off.
Child to adult when they couldn't get off of something.
My 7-year-old stuck inside a climbing net at the park, but I also could have read that I can't get myself off.
I need to say it with more concern.
You don't have to put your whole mouth around it, but you don't have to suction your lip to it either.
Parent to child about eating a popsicle or something like that.
The wife coaching the juice on how to drink from a Gatorade bottle. She fucking puts the whole opening of the bottle in her mouth and
Does
tips
she
it
really?
up. Yes. Yes, like a fucking filter
Cause
fish.
Problems with gagging or something. 'Cause
Jesus
too much will go
Christ.
down your throat.
Or then she just purses her lips and basically gives herself a blue mustache for the next 3 days.
Give her the white stuff.
Phrasing.
Oh God, no.
Phrasing.
What is it? The glacier ice flavor. You know, the clear stuff, for lack of a better term.
So I have a theory that once you start acknowledging things that are accidentally dirty sounding in the course of any conversation with a group of people, any subsequent statements that come from them thereafter start to accidentally
like
creep into that territory. Like it pulls your mind into this black hole of accidental filth.
I should have just said, give her the white Gatorade.
Giggity.
No, I had to choose give her the white stuff.
A few more of these. Where's the big one? I want to ride it.
It's at my house.
Are we talking about your ATVs?
Sure. Where's the big one? I want to ride it. That's one of the kids asking for a larger bicycle.
That's my 3-year-old looking for a large plush caterpillar that she wanted to sit on like she was riding it, the way that the boy does on that dog thing in the Never-Ending Story.
Okay, first of all, it's Falcor. Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And he's a luck dragon.
Nerd alert. I'll show you a luck dragon. Look, I'm licking it.
Child bragging that they figured out how to eat ice cream.
No, my 3-year-old talking about her milk mustache.
That was close. It involved dairy.
Which, if you ever get the chance, ask my 3-year-old to try to lick her own elbow. She knows she can't.
Does she actually try?
But she tries for like minutes on end. It's fucking hilarious to watch. Here's somebody yelling, "It's about to go in."
One of the kids yelling out to the parents because they're trying to fit a Lego block or something into something.
Well, no, not even close. That would be the juice.
Trying to keep it.
And it's something related to an Enderman in Minecraft. It's about to go in!
Oh, it must have been like into their little house they built or some shit.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like two kids watching their fucking friend from inside of a closet when he's trying to nail his girlfriend for the first time. Like the rodeo.
Yeah.
Where you start fucking a chick, and then your friends bust out in the middle of it, and then you try to see how many seconds you can hold on to riding her before she shoves you off and leaves, disgusted that you would let them watch. Nothing but class.
I remember we used to argue about 69 versus 49.
What the fuck is a 49?
That's what my question is, because you said a 49. When I said a 69 is guy and girl, you know, sucking each other's naughty parts. And you're like, nuh-uh, that's a 49. A 69 is when two girls are sucking on one dick. And I was like, no.
I don't remember ever having that conversation. I don't think I ever would have been that confused about
that was
69.
a conversation. God, shortly after we met each other up north.
So I was 9 or 10?
Probably 11 or 12. More like that.
Jesus Christ. Really had to go back into the vault for that one, didn't you?
No, I just actually thought about it. Just like, God, we've argued about that. It's so hard for that one weekend.
Roughly 3 decades ago, you didn't know what the sex act was when you were still in middle school.
Excuse me, bitch?
I knew what it was.
Second to last one here. I'm going to stretch your butt.
Oh, no.
That's a good response to hearing that.
Parent to child, I'm going to whoop your ass kind of situation.
So I had said to my 7-year-old,
Got that part right.
I'm going to stretch your face. Which was preceded by her saying, I need to stretch my legs. So she says, I need to stretch my legs. I say, I'm going to stretch your face. And she goes, I'm going to stretch your butt. Where's this going? Jesus.
Wow.
And finally, those must be some small balls.
can't keep my mind out of the gutter on this one.
No, I wonder why.
Like, you to the wife? I don't know.
It's my stepdaughter talking to my wife because she has a bag of play balls, right? The play balls for the ball pit.
Mm-hmm.
And it says that 100 of them fit in the bag.
How big are they? Like an inch?
No, they're the size of a fucking orange.
100. How big was the bag?
A little bit bigger than that case of water.
Just the one or both?
I guess both.
I can see that.
Okay. Just so you know, that was 25 of them. 25
I wasn't
of
keeping
them.
track. I was just trying to do a good job of guessing who to who, but I don't even think I got 50% of them.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I'm currently at about 70 of these. That's how
Jesus.
long. Last weekend alone, one day produced 8 of them. We were on a fucking roll in this house.
Are you really bored or something that you actually laying around the house, pen and paper, or your phone in your hand waiting for someone to say something so you can write it down?
No, it just happens. I'm like, oh shit, I don't want to forget that. So I immediately fucking text
so
it to
you
myself.
wait for it. See, I bet you my kids talk like that all the time. I don't
That's
even
no
realize
different
it 'cause
than, like-
I don't turn it into something dirty.
A cowboy wearing a gun walking into a saloon. Now, he doesn't have an intention to shoot anybody, but it could go off at any moment. So once things pop, he wants to be armed and ready.
It won't go off if you got proper firearm training.
I don't mean go off accidentally. I mean the action will go off. Jesus Christ.
Action always goes off.
And now, things my wife texts me. I don't like doing it when my mouth is gross. I know I haven't had time to shave down there lately, but that doesn't mean that you need to keep howling like a wolf at me when you see me naked. Oh my god, the humidity today. I damn near boob sweated through my shirt at work.
You're listening to Blumpkin and Friends.
We've reached the point in the show when it's time to play a game.
Oh boy.
You will be playing BS Trivia.
Okay.
The game is 10 questions. Some have answers, some don't. I've been known to give a half a point for creativity. The high score all time is tied between yourself and Dr. Murr at 8 out of 10. Joey Black hates that that's the case, and he keeps desperately trying to eclipse that, but he never will, because he's a soft little bitch. He'll really appreciate that.
He needs to come to grips with reality.
Listen to you. You probably just jinxed yourself now.
I've got like a 2.5 up there. So, I mean, it's just luck.
It's time to play bullshit trivia on Blumpkin and Friends. Anyways, 10 questions, BS trivia.
Shoot them at me.
Phrasing. Question number 1.
That was the whole point.
Spell double entendre.
Double entendre. Is that one word?
No, it's 2.
Okay. Well, double. DOUBLE. And entendre. Let's see. ENTEANDRE.
That's incorrect.
I didn't think it was
You
right.
added an A. It's
I did?
ENTENDRE.
Okay. See, yeah, I didn't think the A was correct, but I was just like one of those ones that it tricks you. It's there, but you don't know it's there.
Womp womp.
Oh, well.
Question number 2. What is 18 times 9?
18 times 9. 9 times 8 is 82, and then it's 172?
It's 162. Because 9 times 8 is 72, not 82.
Oh, fuck.
You did it pretty quick, but you added that extra.
I do that a lot. You remember the last time I had a math quiz, I actually added like 10 to it.
Remind me never to let you help me build anything.
Oh, I can do that shit. I just can't math in my head very well.
I can't math in my head very well. Question number 3. True or false? The word facetious contains every vowel.
Yeah. Doesn't it? Okay. Trying to picture it in my head here.
Facetious.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. True.
That is correct. I actually get to
I know it
break
took a
out
little
the
bit
pen
there, but, you know.
and give him a check here. He's
One of those
on
ones
the
that never
board.
actually really spelled before, so.
Now, if you want to match your previous high, you'll have to run the table.
Not happening.
Question number 4. Name 5 slang terms for penis.
Pedro, purple-headed yogurt slinger, Stiffy, Semi, Tent Pole.
I said 5. That's 5.
Okay, well, I wanted to keep going, but...
You stayed away from the obvious ones like Pecker, Schwartz.
I don't think Pecker necessarily refers to a boner. It just refers to a dick.
Well, yeah.
But Schwartz...
Slang terms for penis.
Oh, see, I was going with erection.
I bet you were, you saucy gal. Question number 5.
What the fuck?
Cameron Diaz. Would you?
No.
What?
Mm-mm.
Why?
Mouth is as wide as a fucking largemouth bass. I can't do that.
Have you ever had a woman fit your cock and balls in her mouth? Or attempt to?
Yes.
And?
Their mouths didn't have to be that big. Oh, God.
Phrasing. Boom!
They were able to do it without looking like a fucking her. No, I wouldn't.
Okay. The correct answer is yes.
I figured that.
Because even though she's been married to and had a child with one of those doorknob twins from the band Good Charlotte, she was my solid first half of the 90s Hollywood crush thanks to the movie The Mask and everything she did thereafter.
Yeah, you were obsessed with that movie.
I want to eat
you liked Carmen Diaz. I liked Carmen Electra.
Yeah, it's Cameron Diaz is a lot
she
less
looked good
of
in
a
The Mask,
cum dumpster than
but that was the
Carmen
only
Electra.
movie she ever looked good in.
There's something about Mary.
I didn't think she looked good in that.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
And I hated the movie, too.
Oh, well, fuck your face. Question number 6. Higher Rotten Tomatoes score. Snatch or Dick?
Never seen either one of them.
Snatch is a Guy Ritchie film. Dick is about Richard Nixon.
Yeah,
and
I figured,
Watergate.
I knew that one was it. God, critics, they usually like the shit that nobody likes. I'm going to have to go with Dick on this one.
Incorrect. It's Snatch.
Really?
Snatch beats Dick in this case.
Finally.
73% to 71%.
Oh, that was close.
I was surprised that Dick had that high of a rating.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I heard, it came out, it was advertised, and never heard from it again.
I didn't think that many people liked Dick that much.
Some don't. A lot don't.
Question number 7. True or false? Boner can also mean mistake.
No. Actually, it does, yes.
So you're saying true?
I'm saying true.
Okay, because I would have had to really look at you if you didn't know that. That's 3 points. You have 3 points. Question number 8. It's always the same. You're not going to get it. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
She's at the Institute for Dyslexia and Tourette Syndrome in Charlottesville, wherever that Charlottesville is.
Wherever that, I was almost going to give you a half a point for creativity.
If I got the state.
But then the fucking wheels came right off at the end there. Charlottesville and wherever that.
I can't remember.
Fuck. No, she's in Washington, D.C. at the National Spelling Bee. She's picking the pockets of all the proud parents sitting in the audience. Question number 9. Spell expression.
EXPRESSION.
That is correct. Question number 10. Complete this phrase. Blank are the lowest form of comedy.
Puns.
That is correct. That is a quote from Tim Allen in his show Last Man Standing.
I've only seen one episode.
You got 5 out of 10. Halfsies. It's a good average if you're in baseball. In accordance with my probationary terms from the state of Michigan, here is some community work service I, Brownbeard, give to you, Dear Crabby. Dear Crabby, my husband Daryl, stupid name, gets furious every time I talk to my ex.
Every time I hear Daryl, I think Daryl Hannah.
Well, great, now I want to think about having sex with mermaids.
Don't you do that already?
You shut your mouth. Gentleman never asks and a lady never tells. Anyways, going on with the letter. Captain interrupts here. My 2 oldest kids' father. Now I have to start over. My husband Daryl gets furious every time I talk to my ex. My 2 oldest kids' father. Was your first mistake was having more than one kid or any at all? The only thing we discuss is my children's issues. But Daryl loses it completely, insecure pussy. He starts calling me names and says I don't respect him, even though I do, because he's a bitch. I keep assuring him that there's nothing inappropriate being talked about. Parentheses. He is present during all the conversations since we talk over the phone and live in different states. Holy shit, he's a control freak. Can't wait to hear about your death on the episode of Dateline in BC. I don't know what to do anymore.
They're married and live in separate states.
Yeah, no, she lives in a different state from her ex.
Okay.
I don't know what to do anymore. My kids are 14 and 13-year-old girls who are going through all these crazy teenage issues, which obviously, as their parents, my ex and I have to sometimes talk about. It's not even that many calls. I'm wondering if this is normal. It's not, because I've only been in 2 relationships in my life. I'm 33, and I feel like a goofball for not knowing what to do. Tough situation in Texas. Well, here's a tip for you, tough situation. Get the fuck out of Dodge. Oh my God. He sits there and he listens to the conversations to make sure that nothing inappropriate's being said. This guy is such a stupid little beta bitch. He is worried that your ex-husband and you still have feelings for each other, and all it's going to take is like a single turn of phrase, and that switch is going to flip, and you're going to be back on that dick like nobody's business, hopping like a kid on a goddamn pogo stick. Boing, 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 boing. Ah!
That's what it sounds like.
Is it?
Sounds like that's what he's worried about.
Well, this thing about the 2 teenage girls, that's like, why do I keep getting letters about people with 2 teenage girls? Seems people with teenage girls have lots of problems. Can't wait to see what happens to Blumpkin in a few years when he's got 2 teenage girls. Or 3.
I was going to say, yeah, it sounds like a lot of girls are the cause of the world's problems.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Your husband, wait till he falls asleep, and then I say you take a greased up dildonk and you jam it right up Daryl's poop chute. And you say, how do you like that, bitch? And then you go downstairs and you eat some Toblerone and you watch The Notebook. I'd say get some D-cell batteries, but you've already got them and you use them in Daryl's butt, and who knows how long it's going to take to wash all the guilt off of that thing.
Funny, that's where my mind wandered to.
What?
I was
Putting
just
a
like,
dildo
well, you
in
don't
your
need
butt?
D-cells because you just shoved it up your husband's ass.
Oh, okay, I thought you were talking about putting a dildo up your own butt.
No, not my own. No, thank you.
Dear Crabby, I've been with my husband for 20 years. Stupid.
That's too long.
Married for 8 of them. Fear of commitment much? He thinks his mother can do no wrong. She takes pictures of me when I least expect it, and then posts the worst ones on Facebook. That's funny. She laughs and thinks it's funny, because it is, but I'm really hurt by it. To make it worse, his sister does the same to me now. Sounds like a game.
They don't like you.
They constantly have their phones pointed towards me, and when confronted, they deny taking pictures or insist all pictures have been deleted.
Okay, I don't know if she's a victim, because she's a nice person and they're just vindictive bitches, or if she's the bitch and they're just trying to make her look bad so everyone can see what a real bitch she is.
Oh, that's a twisted web you're weaving there.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
The letter continues, I've always supported my husband's relationship with his family, but I don't feel like they support us being together. I've deleted his mother as a friend on Facebook. Oh, no, not that. Anything but that.
Oh, God, that'll show her.
And no longer go to his family functions. Okay, well, see, if I had continued with that sentence, I'd seen that she'd taken it up a notch. My husband agrees that what she's doing is wrong, but offers no support. Beta cuck. His family prides themselves on class, but this is anything but classy. From
I have to agree with that statement.
Caught Off Guard. Well, Caught Off Guard, here's what you do. Continue to bear with this for a few more weeks, because we are getting into the holiday season. And odds are that despite COVID, you're going to not listen to anybody's warnings or recommendations and get together with these asshats. So when you do a Secret Santa, and you offer them both the same package. A Toblerone and some D-cell batteries and a copy of The Notebook on DVD. And when they open it, go, that's for you to use on your own vagina because nobody wants you, you dried up douchebag. Stop taking pictures of me. Fuck you both.
I was just going to say, grab the phone and smash it on the ground. Take a picture of that.
Or what you can do is you can take a picture of your anus and trick them into looking at it. That's always funny when people do that to their friends.
Or take a picture of your anus, put it on Facebook. It's like, hey, this is my mother-in-law right here. Hey, this is my sister-in-law right here.
Wait, way to distract from the notion that I just brought up. You looking at Johnny Blumpkin's beehole.
It was a trick.
It was a trick. You're a trick. You trick-ass bitch. Anything else you want to throw out here before the end of this?
Yeah, can you edit some of that out?
What do you mean, like the stuff you said that sounded quasi-homoerotic?
Yeah, it's like, oh, you don't need a mouth that big.
Yeah.
You can take that out if you want. Otherwise, I don't give a shit. I'm happy with I'm happy with this episode.
I wonder if that one's about as on par with the time with your, like, if you had a dick. If I had a dick. Wait, no.
I was angry. I wasn't thinking straight.
You were not. And here you were having a good time and not thinking about how small your package would be.
See, I don't think before I speak. It doesn't matter what my mood is.
Well, before I wrap this up, I just want to let everybody know that once upon a time ago, you fingered a fat girl in high school wearing a glove because you didn't want to touch her pussy without it.
Yes, that's true.
Interact with the show on Twitter at Blumpkin Show. That is at Blumpkin Show. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/group/Blumpkin and friends. We are on Podbean at blumpkinshow.podbean.com. You can go to YouTube and search Blumpkin Music, or go to soundcloud.com/Blumpkin Music for original songs by me, the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin. I'm the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin.
And I'm number one fan, Tim.
Good night.